and uplifted my spirit. I was always treated with safety and professionalism, but most of all with a personal touch.
Spirit Trust Lutheran Home Care and Hospice is this area's only not-for-profit faith-based home care agency. We've been helping families since 1978. Our dedicated caregivers are trusted to provide home health care, in-home support, and hospice care with compassion and a genuine spirit of caring.
We got a new family when the hospice team walked into our lives.
When I felt overwhelmed, all I had to do was make a call.
When it comes to caring for you or a loved one, insist on an agency you can trust. Spirit Trust Lutheran Home Care and Hospice. To learn more, visit spirittrustlutheranhomecare.org. That's S-P-I-R-I, trustlutheranhomecare.org.
Experience life with Stone Ridge Poplar Run in Myerstown, a premier senior living community located right on 422. Poplar Run offers gourmet dining, a full social calendar, exciting entertainment, and a wellness program fit for anyone's needs. Stop by or check out our website at stoneridgeretirement.com to view our top-rated accommodations and amenities and see why so many people have chosen to experience life with Poplar Run in Myerstown.
3:54 here. Good afternoon, Berks Country. I'm filling in for Matt Gorney and Kelly Duncan. I'm your host, Dan Newbert. And we were talking earlier, Mitch, before we get the facts here. Almost out of time on the first hour. Whew, flies by. It was real quick. Insane. During this hour, we were talking about superheroes, superpowers.
Thank you.
We had Mitch, you said you would like to have teleportation if you could have one superpower. We had Lou check in, and when Lou checked in, he also is going home with 4 tickets to the Reading Fighting Phils this Sunday. We're giving tickets away all day on this show. All you got to do
do you want to go to a baseball game? Would be sometime.
One superhero or one superpower you would like to be or would like to have, and why? As I said, Mitch, he was on the teleportation train. We had Lou.
The scoreboard near General Mission is easier for me to read the old one.
Is it?
Because you know the one on the scoreboard, the big one, it changes.
Yeah, unless you're afraid of heights, then.
Oh no, I think.
So now, Mitch.
But I can put some binoculars along.
Suggested retail prices on the bedroom of your dreams. Country Home Furniture at Shady Maple on Route 23. We're not just country.
And Mitch, those phone numbers for people that do want to call in, 610-374-8800 or 1-800-323-8800. So now for some facts that are rather fun. First fun fact of the day, Mitch. Infamous gangster Al Capone, also known as he got $6 from a fight in a diner where he was working with some waiter. Really? Now you know. Oh, really? Illustrator Quickie Blake, Sparkman #2. Illustrator Quickie Blake draws Santa up. And if you're wondering, what has he been in? He's actually known best for illustrating books written by Ronald Dahl. It's pretty cool. Yeah, he's one of my favorite writers too. Ronald Dahl, rather, sorry. In 1949, fun fact number 3, 835 sheep were killed by a single lightning strike in Utah. Man, that is some bad news right there. And in 2011, a woman bought a non-visible piece of art for $10,000. What do you think that was, Mitch? I have no idea. Well, me neither. But this has been Fun Facts. It's now time for the news with Dave Langley.
The voice of Berks County, 8:30 a.m. WEEU, Reading.
WEEU News Time, 3:57. Good afternoon, I'm Dave Langley. Today was the first full day of repairs and rehabilitation on the Penn Street Bridge that's taking place for the next 2.5 years. The bridge construction includes closing the westbound Route 422 off-ramp onto Penn Street going into the city. Berks County Transportation Planner Ellen Piper tells WEEU News there was one wrinkle to consider.
We know that there's a lot of people that don't necessarily read the road signs along the road. They may be following their GPS and they may get to the ramp and realize it's closed and then figure, okay, what do I do from here? So because of the number of tourist venues located downtown, the Goggle Works, the Santander Arena, and the Performing Arts Center, we wanted to make sure that those people don't get left out in the cold. So we have a detour that starts there that directs traffic up to the North Wyomissing Boulevard.
More information can be found on a Reading Bridges website linked to WEEU.com. In Tri-County news, Montgomery County authorities announced today a second arrest on homicide charges has been made in connection with an early February racing crash on the Route 422 Pottstown bypass that led to the deaths of one man and a pregnant woman. 21-year-old Yvonne Shaw Walters of Washington is facing third-degree murder charges, along with co-defendant Sean Santiago. Both Walters and Santiago were racing each other along Route 422 in West Pottsgrove Township. Authorities said Santiago's car crashed through a guardrail, launched down an embankment into a ravine, and landed on its roof, trapping Santiago and the eventual fatality victims, 23-year-old Anthony Rodriguez and 20-year-old Marissa Kelly. The crash also took the life of Kelly's unborn child. Both Walters and Santiago were committed to the Montgomery County Jail, and both were denied bail. A Union Township man appeared in Berks County Court today, and he admitted to leading police on a three-county case with his children and their mother inside the car that the defendant was driving. 24-year-old John Soto also pled guilty to charges of reckless endangerment and driving with a suspended license. Soto was charged in a late December police chase that began on Route 724 in Robson Township before eventually ending in Colebrookdale Township. AccuWeather says tonight, patchy clouds and cold, a low down to 36, just 2 degrees above the record set back in 1976. The complete AccuWeather forecast follows worldwide news. This is the voice, WEEU Reading, and WEEU.com.
From ABC News, I'm Scott Goldberg. Former Acting Attorney General Sally Yates says the Justice Department believes former National Security Advisor Mike Flynn had been compromised and was susceptible to being blackmailed by the Russians. She took those concerns to the White House.
We were concerned that the American people had been misled about the underlying conduct and what General Flynn had done.
Her testimony today to the Senate Judiciary Committee investigating Russian meddling in the presidential election, but she says
many of the topics of interest today concern classified information that I cannot address in this public setting.
Flynn later was fired over his ties to Russia. ABC News political director Rick Klein.
The Trump White House has been arguing that it's essentially the Obama administration's fault that they went ahead and hired Michael Flynn. Of course, that ignores the fact that President Obama fired him from his job at the Defense Intelligence Agency and had warned privately, now we know, about him.
Today we learned President Obama personally advised then President-elect Trump back in November not to hire Flynn. Lawyers for the administration are in a federal appeals court today arguing the injunction against the president's travel ban should be lifted.
The revised executive order removed Iraq from the list of nations whose citizens are temporarily barred from U.S. entry. That eliminated the insult to Iraqis who served as translators or in some other capacity with the American military. The updated version also erased language that appeared to favor Christians. The judge, though, couldn't get past the president's campaign rhetoric about Muslims and saw a sinister intent to an order the administration said was about national security.
ABC's Aaron Katursky. At today's White House briefing, ABC's Cecilia Vega asked why the Trump-Pence campaign website still included a statement supporting a Muslim ban. After she asked the question, that statement came down. The Justice Department says a tuna fish company has agreed to plead guilty to price fixing. Bumblebee is going to pay $25 million because of an alleged conspiracy involving its cans and pouches. Wall Street at the close, Dow is up 3. You're listening to ABC News. Hiring is the
bail is when you get caught committing a crime, they put you in jail. But the judge might set bail at $50,000.
Or 30 grand.
What?